Abraham Lincoln.
Now we're going to move on to your letters. I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to point at a letter, and when I say open your eyes, open it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Open your eyes.
Is it a J, sir?
Good guess, but no, it sounds like a J.
Is it a G?
Yes, good job, Abraham. Now whenever we get your letters perfectly, we'll start moving on to reading.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're dismissed for today.
Good day, sir.
Good day, Abraham. Time to see what you remember from yesterday, Abraham.
I remember everything, sir. I want to learn how to read.
Well, we shall see just how much you remember, and then we'll start reading.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. We'll start where we left off yesterday. Do you remember?
Yes, I close my eyes and you point at a letter, then I open them and tell you what it is.
Good. Now close your eyes. Open.
That's J, sir.
Good job. We'll do a few more before we decide if you can read or not. Okay, close your eyes. Open.
That's W.
Close your eyes. Open.
That's Q.
Close your eyes. Open.
That's Z.
Well, it seems that you can read all the hard ones, so we'll start reading today.
Okay, sir.
Good job, Abraham. That video showed how important education was to Abraham even when he was a child. In that video, he was only 7 years old, and his teacher, Caleb Hazel, showed a very keen interest in Abraham because he was eager to learn and very curious.
Abraham, you intelligent man, you should become a lawyer.
But I have so very little formal education.
You don't need all that. You just have to study in my office until you can pass the state bar exam.
Okay, then I will study law and we can become partners.
Well, it looks like we have a new lawyer in the world.
Thank you.
That was a portrayal of Abraham's life when he was in the state legislature of Illinois. He became a legislator because he needed the $245 that legislators made yearly. During that time, John T. Stewart came to him and encouraged him to become a lawyer. It would take Abraham 3 years to become a lawyer and learn everything that he needed, but the law would allow him to earn a respected position in the community.
Oh, Abraham, that was a good fourth term for you in the legislature. Will you run again?
That assembly offers no new worlds to conquer.
What will you do then?
Away it goes to the House of Representatives. I shall be the next. Now, if you should hear anyone saying that Lincoln don't want to go to Congress, I wish you would tell him he is mistaken. The truth is, I would very much like to go.
I will.
In May, Abraham was nominated to be on the House of Representatives. He was elected by a margin of 1,500 votes, but he would only stay for one term. This next scene is after an election where Abraham Lincoln lost and his wife, Mary, is very furious.
That selfish man, I don't understand why he couldn't give his 5 votes to your 47.
I could not let the political results go to ruin on a point that's merely as personal to myself.
I don't understand why my husband has to be the better man when he should have given his votes to you.
Well, I'm glad to know that the Democrats are worse off than I.
Lincoln doubted his chances of becoming president. He would say, "What is the use of talking of me whilst there are others who are better known to the people?" Now you'll see what Abraham says when he's first nominated.
Glory to God, Abe, we did it! Congratulations!
Gentlemen, there's a little woman at home who is probably more interested in this dispatch than I am. And if you'll excuse me, I will take it up and let her see it.
During the election in the South, Abraham's name wasn't even on the ballot, but he prevailed and won the election with almost 2 million votes that carried all northern states. Sadly, he wouldn't even get into office before 7 states seceded, but Abraham made a commitment to preserve the Union.
So, what are you going to do about the state seating?
No state can lawfully get out of the Union. I will preserve the Union.
But what about slavery?
I refuse to consider any extension of slavery.
So, all hope of compromise is gone?
Where there is slavery, there can be no compromise. We will fight, if need to be, to preserve the Union.
In April, the war Abraham never wanted to start would begin. During that time, he would write one of his most famous speeches, the Gettysburg Address.
407 years ago, our fathers brought forth to this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation, so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure it. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here give their lives, that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot indicate. We cannot consecrate. We cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it. Far above our poor power to add or detract, the world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us the living rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead remaining before us, we have increased devotion to that cause for which they gave me last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that all these dead shall not die in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Abraham! Abraham! General Lee surrendered! He surrendered! Oh, he's not in here. Abraham! The war's over! Yay! Everybody's happy! But one way Abraham and Mary would celebrate is by going to the theater, and it wouldn't end the happy day it started. I was like, in May, Abraham. In April, the war Abraham never wanted would begin. During this time, he would write one of his most famous.
Alright, Abraham. Now, I'm going to point at a letter, and I want you to close your eyes. You can't be
I'm
laughing.
sorry.
I refuse to extend.
Just start. Let me do that.
Time to see how much you remember from yesterday, Abraham.
I remember everything, sir. I want to learn how to read.
Abraham, you intelligent man, you should become a lawyer.
But I have so very little formal education.
Abraham, you intelligent man, you should become...
Where there is slavery, there can be no compromise. We will fight, if need be, to preserve the Union.
We have to redo it.
I forgot my line. Where there is slavery, there is...
Are you kidding me?
Time to see what you remember today, Abraham.
I remember everything, sir.
Oh, okay.
We did it, Abe! Glory to God! Congratulations!
Gentlemen, there's a little woman at home who is probably more interested in this dispatch than I am, and if you'll excuse me, I will take it up.
Damn it! Where there is slavery, there can be no compromise. We will fight, if need to be, to preserve the Union.
We did it, Abe! Glory to God! Congratulations, Abe! We've been nominated to be president! Yeah!
Gentlemen!
That was good.
Yes, it sounds like a
For you in the legislator.
Okay, we have to redo it
yeah,
anyways.
I was like, ah! Abraham, that was a good fourth run for you. In the legislature, you gonna run again?
That assemblage does not have... Dang it. I refuse to consider any extension of slavery. I refuse to consider any extension of late slavery.
Abraham, we got.
We did it, Abe! Glory to God! Congratulations, man! You got it!
Is it a J, sir?
No, that's a good guess, but it's a...
I could not let the political results...
Go.
In April, one of the wars that Abraham never...
Wait.
Abraham, you intelligent. No. Abraham.
In April, one of the wars Abraham would never want to start, but he didn't do any more than just one, so I messed up already.
Oh, sorry.
me.
Oh my God.
I could not let the.
We did it, Abe. Glory to God.
Gentlemen,
Oh, whoops. We forgot to cheer.
I could not let the.
We can start reading.
Okay.
Good day.
That was so good.
It was so good. We did it, Abe.
I could not let the port. Now, if you should hear anyone saying that Lincoln. Damn, I lost it.
Who's a head, am I sure?